as everyone was working out what they were going to do with their lives, I was like, oh, I don't want to do anything. But kind of as the gospel continued to take root, I thought, here's something I can actually live for. Here's something I can give myself to. And so kind of coming out of high school, is actually then I think I want to do ministry. So year 13, I did that at All Saints Petersham, and so got a taste of ministry there. Went and did a bachelor's degree at Sydney Uni, majored in biblical studies, and then did MTS. So I was really convinced about the value of being trained, but had always had in mind that I would go to Moore College. A lot of the people that had discipled and trained me went through Moore College, and so saw the value in the people who were training me, but also really convinced about the value of Moore College as a theological college that's kind of deeply rooted in the scriptures. And so yeah, came to college 2017 to start the BD. In many ways, I loved everything about college, being able to think and reflect on the scriptures and theology and all the other wonderful things we do here. In particular though, I had a bunch of close mates, did a bunch of things together, but actually were quite intentional about doing life together. We'd meet weekly, praying for one another. We also studied together as well. I think having that fellowship was a major highlight through college. So after college, myself and the family, we were back at Grace City Church. So we did student ministry elsewhere for a little bit, but we did end up back at Grace City. We had the blessing of being there from the very beginning, just a few people in the lounge room praying and dreaming. And then kind of we launched 2015 with, I think, about 20, 30 people. And then I think over the last kind of 10 years now, I've just seen God at work in wonderful ways. And so we've gone from, 20, 30 odd to kind of 500 odd, which is wonderful to see the ways that God has been saving people. And so people not only joining church, but joining the kingdom of God. Growth has its challenges as well. And so kind of working out how to manage growth at different stages and how to fit people in buildings, and there are challenges there as well. A challenge as well has been that we are in a more transient area, and so we do have a lot of people coming in, a lot of people joining, but a lot of people leaving as well. And so in many ways we've had to think about what does it mean not only to onboard people to church world, but also to kind of send them off regularly into different churches, and how to help them just continue growing and serving in the kingdom of God in different kind of places and different churches. So last year I joined the faculty and in the TPE department, so Theology, Philosophy, Ethics, with a particular focus on ethics. And so have been involved in a number of different units, which has been great to just, see the range of things kind of happening in kind of the theology world at college, but in particular, so Tony Payne as well joined college, and together we've kind of been thinking about ethics and how to teach ethics together. And so that's it's been a wonderful blessing of working with him and thinking about that. But in many ways we came on with a view to actually leaving and going overseas to do a PhD, and so I'll be going over to do a PhD at the University of Aberdeen in theological ethics. We definitely need prayer as we kind of set out on this journey. I think prayer for the family, it's a big change, particularly for the kids. It's kind of everything they know is kind of being turned upside down. Prayer for me, I think I'd really appreciate that I'd be fruitful and thoughtful in my studies, that I would learn a lot and be formed and shaped in my thinking. And I think prayer as well, that we'd be a blessing to people over there, particularly at the church we'll be at, but also that I might be an encouragement to the people that I'll be studying with and learning from.